A wet and dreary day in our nation's capital as we join you from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Seattle A wet and dreary day in our nation's capital as we join you from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. About set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Packer 60, Packer 60, Packer 60, Packer.
Right to the air is Daniels.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the land. Zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get it! Catch, Bobcats! Cougar 19!
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash from
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Drop 60. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Adafe Owe. And they're to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Ready.
A first carry for Rashad White. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. You talk about the Seahawk defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
79 Broncos. Next. Mustang 19. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game, you play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now 2nd and 5.
18, top 2.
To the air goes Daniels.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw is Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited.
A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, here we go.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready? Bronco 80. Let go.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Panther Street. Panther Street. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. These two teams all tied after one.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And Washington has taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked this about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down, Seahawks.
On the jump. 79 Broncos. 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go. Here we go.
They are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Come back. Ready. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. Ready.
1st down, here's White. Down to about the 37.
Best game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Come on, set. 70, Timber Wolf, Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Heck, smash, ready.
Now Daniels.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Blocked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
Odafe Oweh. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defense in training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now. Pass the 60. 18, rattle it. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a first and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now Daniel's going to keep it.
The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense. It's been really impressive here in the early going.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6.
Ready?
Back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Okay, break.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
On the set. 18, Pioneer. Get it. Ready?
The final shot before break. Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This pass deep for Okakwo.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not.
Come on.
Big play results.
Now, 60-Eagles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 38 yards.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
38. Commanders 28. Gay to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Open man left side, Shaheed has it.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Powers ahead at the 45.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Liking 18. Ready, ready?
On play action, they'll throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. on Seattle. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass the 60. Ready.
To throw is Daniels.
Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Warrior 70.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy. Check. Panther.
Here's Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he's got it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you have to to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground with a tight end. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakakwo from a yard out. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Roll, roll, roll. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now Daniels.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now Daniels going to keep it. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
To the
line.
air goes Daniels.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
60 by Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Ready.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
19-18. Ready.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. Over the middle, he has a Conway.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
82 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
That one looks like he'll throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
An extra point attempt here still to come. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Commanders 36. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Cup 19. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
46-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Well, I hard to put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
But he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Middle of the field. He's got McClure. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
A gain of 13. It's
Cougar 19.
6.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. 18, Pioneer. Ready. 19, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
and the Commanders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two.
Viking 18.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.